Have you ever wondered what kind of reverend is Al Sharpton? Yeah, I got questions. What kind of reverend are you, Al Sharpton? What kind? Al Sharpton, also known as the Reverend. But what kind of reverend is he? Is he Christian? Is he Catholic? Is he Muslim? Is he Jewish? Is he Hindu? Is he I don't know. I don't know what kind of reverend he is. Because if he's supposed to be a Christian, then I got questions about the way he reverend and how he advocates for certain things that's just not Christian. Hello, friends, and welcome to The Conservative Poet. I am Amania, and I want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers. We got a whole lot of people that hit that subscribe button, and I want to say thank you for doing that because I will surely work hard to entertain you, to bring you information, and just to be the fighter out here in the streets for you. So, thank you for subscribing. God bless you and God keep you. The Good Reverend had a segment on his program in reference to the Biden administration and this whole transgender of Visibility Day. And so the Good Reverend, the man of God, the man of the cloth, Reverend Al Sharpton, had some conversations on his show, and I want to cover that. So we're going to do that right now because as a Christian, I do believe in what the good book says. Now, I don't portray myself a reverend, or I don't portray myself as an elder or as an apostle or a bishop uh, or any of these, so-called minister. I mean, there's so many names. I'm just a person who believes in Jesus. I just follow Jesus. That's where I stand. I just follow Jesus. I don't have a whole titles. I just say Christian. That's all. But Al Sharpton is a reverend. And so we're going to have to define which religion reverend is in so we could know what side of the aisle Reverend Al Sharpton is in, because how do you tag on titles, such titles, in reference to the book, in reference to Christianity, in reference to God, but yet your actions, friend, say something else? Yeah, it don't smell too it don't smell too holy to me, friend. I smell a stinker. I smell a stinker in you, Reverend Al Sharpton. Hello, fellow patriots. Thank you so much for your support. And again, you can do so by purchasing products from the Orlando Patriots, mugs, t-shirts, all of your patriotic gear. We are in an election year, so we need to show the world that we support our candidates, especially President Trump. So get some gear at theorlandopatriot.com and you'll get 30% off. Thank you for your support. It means the world to me. I'll see you there. So, I believe in being accurate about certain things. So, I have here the Merriam-Webster's dictionary to define what a reverend is, because I'm very confused about these things. And so, Merriam-Webster says, reverend, worthy of reverence, reverend, being a member of the clergy, used as a title. Reverend, a member of the clergy. That's all she got. That's all she wrote. That really doesn't give me any information on like what Reverend Al Sharpton is all about. He's a member of the clergy. Now we got to find out exactly what clergy means so we can understand what this means. Gosh, this might take me too long to find it. CL. Okay. Gosh! Finally found it. Clergy. It says a body of religious officials authorized to conduct services. We'll go to clergymen. A member of the clergy. Yo. A clergy person, a member of the clergy. God, Merriam-Webster's failing. Like, you don't really give the definitions. Member of the clergy. Okay, but this did say a body of religious officials authorized to conduct services. So Al Sharpton is authorized to conduct services. And so if you have the authority to conduct services, then that means you are a believer of a faith to conduct services and to save people's souls. So Al Sharpton, brother of the cloth of the clergyman, are you saving souls, friends? Are you saving people's souls, friend? Are you saving souls? I don't know. I don't know. Let's go to the video. I don't know.
Let's bring in tonight's political panel former Republican Congressman Dave Jolly of Florida and Michael Hardaway, former staffer to House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and Senator Dick Durbin. David, let's start with you. President Biden is being criticized by some on the right for recognizing today as both Easter Sunday and Transgender Day of Visibility. The Trump campaign called on the White House to issue an apology. The Trump camp also criticized the Biden White House for not allowing overtly religious egg designs for the Easter art event, which Politico points out it has been that way under every president since 1976, including under Donald Trump. House Republican Speaker Mike Johnson joined in on social media, calling Biden's decision, quote, outrageous and abhorrent. Why are Republicans choosing this battle as a way to take on the president?
As a religious man, Reverend Al Sharpton, I want to address you proper. As a religious man, you don't seem too upset about all of this. You don't seem too upset that Joe Biden has taken on to put a marriage between Easter Sunday, the day of the resurrection, with the sinfulness of stating that Jesus or God, you made mistakes and we're going to be changing our gender because you made mistakes. You, as the man with the book, you, as the man who's been authorized to talk about these things, as the definition says, you have the authority to speak on these things. But yet you with the holy book are not able to stand up for what you believe in the book. Because you seem to be really upset that President Trump is saying that Joe Biden needs to issue Christians and Catholics an apology for doing this. You seem to be okay with it. You, the man who's supposed to be out here in these streets, man, fighting for God. You don't seem to have a problem with it. But Donald Trump, who's not a clergyman, who's not the clergy, who doesn't have the authority that you do as a reverend, but he's coming out here saying this is bad business and Joe Biden needs to apologize. But you don't see it that way. Again, what kind of reverend are you? Who you serving, friend? Who you be praying to is what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, Rev, to be honest. I mean, there's a little bit of dirty political pool here, but I think we got to hit it head on and suggest to President Trump and Mike Johnson and Senator Blackburn and others who are relying on the words of their Christ and their Jesus they celebrate today to condemn Joe Biden. to suggest to them that actually the Jesus they celebrate today would be inclusive of the transgender community and would be supportive of the transgender community and command all Christians, including Donald Trump, Mike Johnson, and others who celebrate today, that in fact they should love the transgender community as they love their own God. I am not sure the theology upon which they rely to criticize Joe Biden. I would say politically it's stupid because among the 5 to 10% of actual persuadable voters, part of their concern about today's Republican Party is exactly this behavior. Why would you use time politically, if you are Republicans, to celebrate that you want to condemn and exclude fellow Americans, that you do not want to provide equity and equality to all people? Because that is essentially the message that was received by millions of Americans today. I think it's wrong theologically, it's wrong morally, and it's absolutely stupid politically.
Seen that, heard that, good. So, honest friends, I really don't know who this guy was. Ex-Republican, Florida, actually. I don't even know who he was. Maybe I need to do research, but that's going to be for another day. But just to address some of the things that he said, he refers to you and your God, or your, that really irked me. It's the condescending way that he laid it all out. Or Mike Johnson and Donald Trump, you and your God. Well, you know what, friend? I'm gonna say glad you're now on the other side, because if you're so full of contempt for my God, the creator of this universe, the creator who created you, if you have that much contempt towards them, then yeah, you be on the other side with the other democrats. You just go over there and you stay with them over there, friend. Because we ain't got no room over here for all of this satanic stuff that you pushing. And he says, oh, well, Jesus would be on the side of the transgenders. Do you know who Jesus is, friend? Because guess what? He would be calling out sin just like he called it out back then. Okay? He would be calling out sin and telling y'all he would embrace you in love, but he would call out your demons. He would call out your sin. Matter of fact, he might do an exorcism to say, come on out of these, they're Satan. Okay? He may just do some exorcism on these people to remove the demon spirit that's within them. Hallelujah, somebody. He may just be doing that, but he'll do it all in love, because that's who Jesus was. All in love. He will not tolerate. You know what he did to the men in the church when they were gambling in the church? He went in there and he made a ruckus, turned over tables. Jesus was a kick the water type guy. No, he's not going to stand there and kumbaya. No, he's about the word of the book. And he came here to save us from sin. So how dare you say that he would embrace this? What kind of psycho are you? Well, this is how the Reverend Al Sharpton keeps the money rolling in, and the money keeps rolling in. The money keeps rolling in. You sell your soul to the devil. You sell your black people down the river. Hey, it's just politics, man. It's just politics. So anyway, Reverend Al Sharpton, he gonna have some questions to ask one day when the good Lord says to him, Al Sharpton, what say thee about your behavior in the world? And God is gonna give him the hammer. Al Sharpton will be receiving the hammer from God for betraying his people. Hallelujah, somebody. Any event, friends, that's going to be the video. Thank you so much for taking the time. Let's have a conversation in the comments about the old Reverend Al Sharpton, and his stance on how he just keep race hustling, just to keep the money rolling in. That's what he do. That's what he do. But any event, so thank you guys. Let's talk about it in the comments. God bless you. God keep you. I will see you in another video. And yeah, I think God is going to give him the hammer. Yeah, right there in his forehead. Right there. Right there.